Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. This will be first video for my channel in a pretty good while. I'm behind. I'm behind on my videos anyway, specifically knives of the month that I've done. I've been making some content for some other companies that I work closely with, and it's been picking up a pretty good bit of my time amongst other things. Fall gets pretty banging here on the homestead. So anyway, this guy was, look at that thing, get out of there. This was last month's knife of the month, and it's BPS knives, made in Ukraine. 1066 comes with this sheath, 22 bucks with prime shipping on Amazon. And this is the Finn Lite. So I'm going to lay this guy right here and talk about this first off. This is the only thing that could use improvement out of the whole deal. The knife's fantastic. This sheath is a good sheath just for keeping the knife in, but the leather is super thin. So I would be nervous about putting it in any kind of weird, or if you had it bent and stuffed the knife in there, especially as sharp as this thing gets, I could see it cutting out the side if you weren't careful. As a being a cover, let's say you have this in a pouch inside of your backpack or down in a sleeve or something on a backpack, I think that would be okay, as long as you didn't get it in a wonky bind and poke it through, because I bet you could poke it through that leather pretty easy. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to mess it up. For the knife of the month, I put it in a JRE sheath. I can't remember the number off the back of it, but I got it from Wet Dog. I about said Raw Dog. That's a racing that a buddy of mine's stepdad used to have. Wet Dog leather is where it is. It's an outlet store where you can get multiple JRE sheaths. It's JRE's who makes it. It's just their seconds, but you can get multiple JRE sheaths for about 25 bucks, and that includes shipping. Last time that I got some off there, and I've yet to find anything wrong with them. They're in fantastic shape. Just kind of had to browse. But anyway, so that was it. That's the only thing I was going to nitpick about. The knife is a good looking, come on buddy, focus for Kelso. It's a good looking design. It's very sleek, very Scandinavian feeling, utilitarian style. There's not a whole lot to it. I have done another review I'm gonna have to do coming up soon, is on the Bushcraft knives Glacier, and the make on these two companies is so similar, they could almost be mistakenly made at the same place, maybe. And I don't know if they are made at the same place. I don't know that, but when I used it, I got batoning on it, and the first thing that happened was the hardware come loose. So Butch, don't start digging. Please don't start digging right here, okay? Dad's right here. He's gonna start digging. Anyway, the scales come loose because the hardware come loose. So the first thing that I done with this is I disassembled it. I scuffed up the blade on the tang down the sides and put just a very thin layer of clear Gorilla Glue on both sides, and then reassembled it and used the mess out of it. And I have not had another problem with it at all. The fit and finish is it's good, but it's pretty rough. It's not like super shiny, but it's smooth. There's no weird rough spots on here when I've used it. The hardware does stick out a bit on both sides. I mean, you can feel it, but it's not uncomfortable. It's not something that, if you know, it really didn't affect the way that I had used it anyway. I mean, it's really slicey. I mean, it's a super slicey knife. I mean, it's, see that compared to the blade, it's really slicey. 1066. I was, well, not anymore, but before, 1066 kind of made me nervous. The Bushcraft blades are also 1066. Some of them are. And I was worried about edge retention. And I found, like, this river cane there. But I did not sharpen this knife one time throughout the month. All I did was strop it, and I stropped it daily. So that had a lot to do with the edge on the knife. I just maintained it. And I did use it pretty hard most of the time. We did something with it every day. Some days it was harder than others. But I used it enough where I should have seen rolling, or if there was gonna to be any kind of, what would you call it, deformation or deforming of the blade, I would have seen it. And I was able to keep this thing sharp with only a strop. For 22 bucks, fantastic knife, especially if you were looking for a blade just to throw in the pack to have as a backup, or something that you were specifically gonna carve with. If you just wanted to do crafting with it, this would be a really good option, I think. 22 bucks. Come on, that's really inexpensive for what it is. The patina, I did put a patina on. It's got an apple cider vinegar patina on there. I just did it. I got some prior videos. Did it the same way. I just put a coffee filter on there and put apple cider vinegar on it and gave it about the 2-hour soak. And that's what we came up with. I also put a 90-degree spine on it. Just, it didn't really, wasn't sharp enough to really process material or scrape a ferro rod. So I put one on there with a belt sander. But that's it. I didn't have to do a whole lot to it. Great knife. The price point is probably, the price point is as good as the performance on this knife. It's a really good price and a really good performer. It done well. I've been pleased. Even the other Ukrainian made knife that I'll do another review on here coming up shortly. I got a pile of these mileage discussion videos I need to do, but I was really pleased with it. It's the Glacier, super sharp, and it's also 1066. Very, very impressed with these. Great designs, great executions, done well. Anyway, that's a quick run through of this guy. I hope everybody has a good weekend. If people are the praying type, or sending good vibes, however you do it, there's a bunch of people right now that can use some words. I want to thank everybody that's helping everybody that needs help. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but we know who those people are. I hope things get better for them. I really do. We were lucky, but anyway, look out for one another. I've been proud of us humans here lately. Some of us anyway. But thanks, guys. If you enjoy these things, like I said, I got a lot of stuff coming, but feel free to like and subscribe. Check out my Instagram at Bushcraft Kelso. Sometimes you'll see me with some weird stuff, like I got some of this randomness that I like. I keep some of it on my website, bushcraftkelso.com. You can check that out. There's other things, different knives and kits, setups and stuff that I keep on there. Hand-forged knickknacks, but check it out. Anyway, I'm going to sit here and whittle wood with my dog, and I'll catch you guys later. Later.